Good afternoon, everybody. This is Tanya from Team Shania, and this is a video about untrimmed paper. And it is specifically going to give you tips for difficult untrimmed paper, but really you can learn tips for any untrimmed paper. This is called Palm Orleans. It's a manufacturer of paper, and they really manufacture beautiful paper. This is their oyster print paper. And so I want to show you a little bit about this. Is a grass cloth. They do make paper, but this one is a grass cloth. It's untrimmed, and it trims to 34 inches. So the first thing I want to draw your eye to is when you get an untrimmed paper, you want to know which way's up. Believe it or not, sometimes you don't. And so if you come and you look over here, it is faint. This makes it harder, but it happens a lot. Here's a trim line, join line, and this tells you which way's up. That says up. So your join line, this is going to tell you if it's a straight across match. If you look up your wallpapers, they should say also, always double check it. There's a join line here. If it's a straight across match, there will be a join line on the other side. If it's a drop match, there should be a join line here, and it'll be in the middle, down. And that'll tell you if it's a straight or drop. So normally, you will go with your trim lines. Your trim lines are going to tell you where to put your straight edge on the paper. So because I have worked with this paper before and made the mistake, on this particular paper, you need to be very aware of demarcations on your paper. So what I mean by that is sometimes you're going to get wallpaper that does not have a trim line on it. And so you have to investigate your wallpaper, and you have to decide where you want to trim it. And you're going to have to investigate the other side as well. And I'm going to give you an example about what draws my eye. So if you come over here and look, if this paper did not have a trim line, I like this V. Because there's another V. And that's what draws my eyes. And if I put my straight edge on that V, that's what I like. Before we do it, we're going to go to the other side because we are dealing with untrimmed paper, and we're just going to look at it and we're going to see if it's easy, if that's an easy thing to do. And so here we go. Here's a V, and here's another V, and here's another V. So we're going to put our straight edge on the V's of both sides. So this paper has trim lines. However, again, because I've already done this and made the mistake, I thought I remembered that we do so much wallpaper, sometimes it's hard to remember, that this one had an issue with the trim before, and that was a mistake I made. So in this instance, what I did is I trimmed one side, and it's a 7.5 inch repeat on this paper. So I stopped. I trimmed one side. And then I did a little trim on the other side based on the trim line. And I brought my paper over and I lined it up, and it didn't line up. So I went back and looked, and I found a point, demarcation on the other side. I thought, okay, I'm going to trim a little more off on this side based on what I'm seeing over there, which is that V. And I trimmed it off. And so here we go. I'm going to match this up and see if it matches. And it does. So I know, if you come and look down here, this is what I'm going to show you. There's a couple of things that make this paper a little bit difficult. And I hate to say it because we love this paper and it's stunning on the wall. They put their trim lines really far apart. And so when you're on the table and your straight edge only goes so long, and it's very hard to know exactly, usually they'll have trim, and you can lay your straight edge right across it. And then, you don't have to worry, am I in the right place? But this one, they have a long distance between their trim lines. But look at this trim line. You see it's not on the V. Okay? So I have to trim a little more. And that's the reason I say stop. Don't get on the trimming boat and just take it slow. We may or may not be able to use this paper above a door. but it is worth it to make sure that your trim is correct, because you don't want to go be trimming the whole thing and glue it and give it to your installer, or you glue it and to go to install and you're like, okay, this is off. What's up with this? So hopefully that helps you a little bit with knowing how to trim difficult paper, and really to know how to trim any paper. So if you ever have a question when you're trimming or before you even start trimming, and take a minute, look at your paper, pick out a point of interest, usually a point or a V or something that you can always remember on both sides to trim, and that you'll know you'll get accurate trimming. And then check your trim lines to see if they match up with that. And if they do, use your trim lines. If they don't, use your point of demarcation that you choose, that you like, that you will always remember. So, hope that helps. Okay, so you may remember outside, whenever I was trimming the Palm Orleans oyster wallpaper that was so beautiful and difficult to trim. And so Sean has installed it. And so here we go. We're going to see it, and we're going to see the seams. And it is a stunning application. So impactful when you come in. And Sean does obviously such a great job installing. And so I want to show you the seams so that you can see why it's so important to take all the time and do what I did outside. There's one seam. And if you can have a natural product with this just dyed grass cloth and try to find the seam, then you're doing really good. That means you did good. And there's a seam. So turned out pretty good, and we're pretty proud of it. And here's one more. We can see one more right here. And so if you have to look for a seam with a really with any paper, but with a grass cloth, that's really good. We're very proud of this job. Great product and so beautiful. So I hope you enjoy it too.